Okay. I need to talk about something. And I'm going to need everyone watching this to be completely honest with themselves for the next 10 minutes. Because we all do these things. Every single one of us. And nobody ever talks about them out loud. Which is crazy. Because the moment someone says it, you feel this wave of relief like, oh, thank God, it's not just me. So tonight, we're talking about it. All of it. Welcome back. Or if this is your first time here, hi. You're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Let's start with the fridge. Because I think about this one a lot. You walk to the kitchen, you open the fridge, you stand there. You see the exact same things you saw 20 minutes ago. You close it. You go back to whatever you were doing. And then, 10 minutes later, you open it again.
Like, what are we looking for? What do we think is going to appear in there? Are we hoping the fridge is secretly restocking itself when we're not watching? I think the fridge isn't really about food. I think we go to the fridge when we don't know what we want, and we're hoping something in there will tell us. We're not hungry. We're just unsettled. And the fridge is the first place our body suggests going.
Which, honestly, kind of sad, kind of beautiful, mostly just relatable.
Okay, and speaking of looking for things that aren't there, can we talk about the phantom notification check? You pick up your phone. No notifications. You put it down. 30 seconds later, you pick it up again. Still nothing. You close every app. Open them again. Go to your messages. Nobody texted you. You knew they didn't text you. You just checked anyway. And the worst version of this is when you're waiting for something specific. When you sent a message and they haven't replied yet. And you know they haven't replied because there's no notification. But some part of your brain goes, maybe the notification didn't show up. Better check manually. We are fully grown people, haunted by the hope of a gray bubble with 3 dots in it. That's where we are.
All right. We're gonna slow down here for a second, because this next one is a bit different. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You're lying in bed. It's late. You can't sleep. And your brain just starts writing fiction. It creates entire scenarios, conversations that haven't happened, moments you'll probably never have. And you just live in them for like 20 minutes, in the dark, completely alone. Sometimes it's things you wish you'd said. Sometimes it's things you're scared of. Sometimes it's just a version of your life that's slightly better than the one you're currently living. And then somewhere around 2 a.m., if you haven't fallen asleep yet, you end up in your own messages, scrolling back. Reading old conversations from months ago, sometimes years. People you don't talk to anymore. Things you said when you were a different version of yourself. It's like visiting a museum of the past. Except you're the exhibit. And the museum only opens at 2 a.m. when your guard is completely down. I think we do it because we're trying to understand ourselves. We're searching for continuity, evidence that
all these different versions of us are the same person. Or maybe we're just lonely. And the past is where some of the warmth lives.
Okay, we need to lighten this up because I can feel the vibe getting heavy. Let's talk about the performance. Because apparently, we are all actors. All of us, at all times. You're sitting there, doing nothing. Absolutely nothing, not even scrolling, just staring. Someone walks in, and snap. Suddenly grab your phone, eyes down, fake busy face, fingers moving, and in 0.3 seconds, you have grabbed your phone, opened something, and you look like you are in the middle of an extremely important task. Who are we performing for? Why does it matter if someone sees us doing nothing? We're allowed to do nothing. It's our house. But something in us goes, no, we must appear useful at all times. And then there's the shower. The shower is a special place because in the shower, apparently, we become lawyers. You stand in there and you rehearse arguments. Not arguments you're having now, arguments from 3 years ago. You finally figure out exactly what you should have said to that person in 2021. You have the perfect response. Your case is airtight. You win. You step out of the shower. You towel off. You never say any of it. The argument exists only in the shower. And somehow that's enough. And after all that legal preparation in the shower, you send a text and then immediately reread it. Staring at the phone, expression slowly tightening, looking for what exactly? You wrote it. You chose those words. You pressed send. And now you're reading it back like a stranger, trying to figure out what it means. Is the tone okay? Did that come off weird? Should I have put a question mark? Why did I say sounds good? That's so formal. What does sounds good say about me as a person? It was a text about what time to meet for lunch. I think the reason we don't talk about these things, because they feel embarrassing. Like proof that we're a little bit chaotic and weird and not totally in control. But I actually think they're proof of something else. They're proof that we care. We care what people think of us. We care about the people in our old conversations. We care about being enough, doing enough, being seen. The fridge thing? You're looking for comfort. The notifications? You want to be wanted. The 2 a.m. scrolling? You're trying to make sense of your own story. None of it is weird. All of it is human. So, if you're watching this at whatever time it is, maybe late, doing some version of the things we talked about tonight, that's okay. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're just a person with a lot going on inside. We all are. I'll talk to you next time. And if this one hit differently, you know where to find me.